We're rambling. Hey, welcome to Gigabytes Rambles. We're starting up. Oh, I feel like I'm not muted here. Oh, no, I think we're good. Sorry, I was hearing sounds coming from my PC. I was like, that shouldn't happen. Yeah. Fret not. Kai is here. Is it the good place or the bad place? We're in a place. You may have noticed we're in a slightly different location than we normally are. That's because we are having a 3-day War Machine tournament happening this weekend. So today, Friday's today. Saturday and Sunday. I'm here to learn of the new place. It is. Hey, we're at Gigabytes. It's always the good place here. But yeah, as you see, we're kind of off in the corner. Everybody is back there behind me. You can see essentially what's going on is almost more than front half of the store will be taken up by War Machine for the next 3 days. So if you are planning to drop in and play and have some good times, this weekend you're probably going to have limited space. Like tonight, we only have 3 high tops available, no low tops. And that is going to be true for today, and I think pretty much no high tops, from my understanding from Rob, no high tops for tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. But that's just the way things go. Sometimes we host some really big tournaments. So if you have a game that you love and a bunch of people that want to play it, you want to host a tournament, we are the space for you. There are basically getting a free lunch for this tournament, paid for, I'm sure, by their sponsors and all that kind of stuff. So they'll have a lunch ready to go that we are currently working on and getting prepped for everybody. And it's going to be a lot of fun, I'm sure. I can't wait to see what's going on. Well, what have I been up to for the past week? Really just working on videos. We got the new Daggerheart, special edition came in. I think we talked about it last week, but I did a full unboxing for it. And that's a really awesome special edition, I think. Included lunch can be part of any ticket for an event. They just have to reach out to Rob with lots of lead time. So there you go. Thank you, Kai, kitchen manager, for getting more details about how that works. So it's a great way to have a really big event and let people not have to worry about the break for lunch, what they're doing for lunch. They can kind of just focus on the game, because I think today they could potentially be here for about 12 hours. So this is a big tournament, a lot of fun. Let's see how many people. Ooh, because there's about, I think, 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 16. So almost 22, 24 people just for this tournament alone, which is pretty stinking awesome. Great to see. Anyway, what about the unboxing? We've got the Daggerheart unboxing video. That would be posted at some point. It'll be on our YouTube channel, so check it out. You'll have a lot of good time, a lot of good fun time watching that, seeing what's in the special edition box. It's got the GM screen, a lot of cool dice. It's beautifully laid out. Really enjoyed it. Oh my goodness. We didn't talk too much about Gen Con. We talked a little bit about it last time. Again, Gen Con's always a great event, but what do we got coming up? We'll have Dragon Con coming up. I don't think we're going to be necessarily doing anything as a store for Dragon Con. I will be there. If you are going to be at Dragon Con, please let us know, or let me know. You'll see me walking around. I will be there on behalf of a company called Brandish. They are a new card game that's currently in development. I'm their art director, so I'm a little bit biased in the fact that I think it is an awesome card game. It's not a TCG. It is a game in which you are betraying somebody basically like at the tavern, and you get in a fight with somebody else, and you both pull your weapons. You do art. I do art. In fact, I am. You can find me as Dead Hand Digital. Deadhanddigital.com to see some of the stuff I do. And I'll be art directing their card game. Did the backs for the card, the logo, finalize their logo design, and we'll be doing a set of cards as well. That's right, there you got it, Dead Hand Digital. You exactly. Wow, isn't that cool? How the name of the game matches what you do in the game. Amazing. But yeah, you brandish your weapons. What I really like about the card game is the fact that it is not a game of hit points, like say with Magic, where you both have 20 points of health and you're trying to whittle down those health. You are trying to get 1 point of damage through. So you have a lot of cards that are called threat. So if I throw a threat 3 down, I am threatening you with basically 3 points of damage, and you have to block all of it. If 1 point gets through, you have cut your opponent and the game is over. This makes it a very fast, very frenetic game. When it's your turn, basically you are playing a lot of combos and cards like that to build up and do as much threat to your opponent as possible. But the weapons, your main hand, offhand, will change how the deck plays. So if you want to be very like Tower Shield and Mace, you'll be a very defensive character, wherein you're building up a lot of what they call brace. So you build up a lot of defenses to handle those threats for you until eventually, after you've built up enough defense, you go in for that one big hit to finally break through your opponent with all of your force. Or you can do daggers, which don't build up much brace or defenses, but they go in real fast and they attack a lot for little bits of damage, but it's like, killed by 1,000 cuts kind of a situation. So check it out, Brandish. You can also find them online and on various social media channels. But if you're going to be at Dragon Con, you can look for the Brandish track. We're running a bunch of demos that day, so we would love to see you out there. Other than that, that's really, just doing artwork and for, doing a bunch of videos for the company here. It's always been fun to work with Gigabytes Cafe, and we've got a really fun video that's a Bob's Burgers kind of jokey video. Love to go if you go check that out and follow us on all of our socials to see whenever we post our little funny skits and our funny ha-has. Anybody else online? Any chatters? What have y'all been up to? Anything fun and exciting? Oh, and this stream, not brought to you by, but I wish they would. Please sponsor us, El Jefe. I am drinking Wild Mango. And it's got my face on it. Of course not. All right. We got as much stuff as I could fit on this table, because obviously we're not in our normal location. I couldn't get our big table to put out everything that we've got going on. But a lot of cool stuff to talk about this week. Very excited for the new orcs. Yes, I saw the data sheet for Gazgul, right? Gazgul Thraka, the guy who the big boy, and yeah, that is brutal. An orc that will ruin your day. Probably just absolutely bust through an entire squad of Space Marines with no problem. Just dead Terminators left and right. So I think orc players are going to be very happy. He's so good. Living up to his name, I think. And that's the big change with him. I can't imagine what the rest of that codex is going to look like. It's mean. Orcs are already mean, and they're going to keep being mean. But speaking of Warhammer 40K, we now have Warhammer 40K role-playing game Wrath and Glory. So in this one, instead of being a specific chapter of Space Marines or what have you, in this case, the sinister schemes of the Chaos Gods have shattered the galaxy. You have the Great Rift that tore through space and reality, pushing mortal life to the precipice of oblivion. And the Gilead system has lost contact with the vast Imperium and is trapped in the silent darkness. As the shadows of extinction loom, hope fades but it is not yet entirely extinguished. So, yeah, I'm alone. It happens. I asked Drew to come out here with me, and he declined. But you are rallied by the rogue traitor Jackal Veronius, and as a desperate group are dedicated to doing what must be done to keep the Gilead system from being consumed by the darkness. So you can play all sorts of different kind of factions in this all together. It's not just Imperium of Man. I believe you can also play as a Drukhari. Factions. You can be the Imperium, Adeptus Sororitas, which is, I think, the only group and only thing we should all play. Adeptus Astra Telepathica? I'm not familiar with that. What was that one? Where's that faction at? The Mechanicus Ministorum. You can be the Inquisition, the Rogue Trader. You can also be an Astartes, an Aldori, Orc, and Chaos. All those things in there with different archetypes. This thing, lots of psychic power. So if you wanted to play in the 40K universe, yeah, you can play in a Ministorum Priest. I think this would be a lot of fun. I'm tempted to pick it up just to continue playing in the universe, enjoying 40K and its grim darkness, and being just kind of a ragtag group of people trying to fight against chaos and survive in this completely separated system. Wrath and Glory. It is only $60. Not that bad for that big of a book, especially if you love Warhammer and want to roleplay in that system. I'm the kind of person, too, that, I may be playing a miniatures war game, but I tend to make a story behind everything and who these people are and end up role-playing as I'm playing my little miniatures game. Because I am an R-O-L-E player, not an R-O-L-L player. What else do we got going on? We're going to talk about this in a second. Whoop. We got some fun board games we've got going on. This is the Werewolves of Miller's Hollow. Loup Guru and French Things. This is a special edition of 25 years with new characters. The Werewolves of Miller's Hollow. This is a limited edition to celebrate your best games of Werewolves of Miller's Hollow. Looks like it's both. This is a French game. A game by Philippe de... And more. I'm not going to butcher your name. But you got 4 new characters with 4 scenarios. Beware, you'll be playing all night long. And this has the rulebook and the 28 crests. So if you are a fan of the Werewolves of Miller's Hollow, this is the 25th anniversary edition. It's a beautiful box, gold foiling. This will take about 30 minutes. You can play 8 to 18. So you actually have a minimum of 8 people that you have to play with this. 8 plus. So this is kind of a really big, fun party game to throw down when you have a little get-together, drinks, and play werewolves. And we also have from, we were talking about Critical Role earlier. We're talking about Daggerheart. We have A Familiar Find, a game by Ian Zhang. This is from Critical Role, Darrington Press, another one of their offerings. This is a charming, fast-paced strategic card game fun for the whole family. You are the familiars, and you're on an important mission for your spellcaster. You have to gather rare ingredients from every corner of Exandria. So again, we're talking about literally Critical Role. So if you are a Critical Role fan and want to play within the world of Exandria, jump into this. But in this game, you know, while you're doing that, you're not alone. You are competing familiars from rival summoners. They lurk nearby, and they set up traps and attempt to sabotage your efforts. So in a familiar find, players race to collect the required ingredients while outsmarting their opponents with clever tactics. Quick turns, easy to learn rules, wealth of strategic depth, and every game is a new challenge. So this looks like a lot of fun. Again, if you want to play in the world of Exandria, you want to play with Darrington Press, Critical Role stuff, beautiful, cute little artwork on the front as you all play fun familiars. This is 2 to 4 players, 30 to 45 minutes, ages 12 plus. See if we can get more of a cool close, a good close up. There you go. Familiar Find by Darrington Press. But we can get into more fun and expansion kind of things, more creature stuff. This is Even Deeper Regrets. This is an unfortunate expansion. How unfortunate. Even Deeper Regrets. More of everything you regret. The horror heads inland. If the briny deep becomes too tepid, you can now choose to sail inland to fish the rivers and locks, where new mechanics accompany a much riskier landscape. But can you stomach what awaits? You have rough new waters, so you have 75 new fish, 25 new dinks lurk inland, plus 117 all new fish await you at sea. Pets on board. Luckily, you won't be alone. There are new pets for sale amongst the provisions at port, plus new rods, reels, supplies, regrets, and even an ambulance you call if things get too scaly. So you do need the Deep Regrets base game required to play Even Deeper Regrets. But again, you have a bunch of new fish, inland fish. Things I see here, we have a walrus. We have the, oh my gosh, there's a lot of monsters. This is not, this is kind of a monstrous, not just fish. But you do have the alligator. What is that one? The Nelly Longorius. It looks like a creature, like a zombie type underwater fish thing. So if you love Deep Regrets, you can get the new expansion, Even Deeper Regrets. This is a 1 to 5 player game. It is ages 16 and up, but 30 minutes per player. Woo! So if you love kind of longish games, or if you want to play your solo, that gives you a good amount of time. But that can be intense when you're talking about 30 minutes per player. That is something. Hey, do you love K-pop Demon Hunters? Whoa, we've got Labyrinth, the K-pop Demon Hunters. This is a great game for younger kids, 7 plus, 2 to 4 players. This is probably a game I might get for Nova, my daughter. She's just turning 7. Maybe she needs a birthday present. Got it. The demons have thrown your music stage into total chaos. So you're going to join the K-pop girl group as they race through a constantly shifting labyrinth. Twist, turn, and reshape the maze to uncover hidden paths, track down powerful items, and find your favorite characters from K-pop Demon Hunters. Stay sharp. The labyrinth is always changing. Only the smartest hunter will make it through. So you have one game board, a bunch of maze tiles. Looks like a game where it's a tile laying game. So literally all the tiles on the back reshape the labyrinth and you draw cards. So I'm going to be from Ravensburger. They've been doing a lot of really great stuff. 2 to 4 players, 30 minutes. This looks like a lot of fun for you and the kids, especially if they love, like my daughter, K-pop Demon Hunters. You're going to have a great time with that one. Hey, speaking of War Machine, we've got the tournament going on behind us. If you are interested in joining a War Machine tournament or our local War Machine group, you can pick up one of these boxes here of the expansions. These can get you started with an army pretty quickly. This is the one I have currently from the Duskfane Death's Whisper. But we also had these kind of more orcish looking guys, if you like more brutal, kind of alien tough boys. The Southern Krill's Kithgard. These are a great way to get into the game. All the rules are free for War Machine, which is super awesome. It makes getting in really, really quickly with a great app. So all these boxes, you'll also need 3 6-sided dice, a measuring tape, and a handful of tokens. What I love about the vampire guys here, they're basically elves that when they die, they become undead. Undead vampires. Isn't that great? What more do you want? Really cool stuff. I really like. What I like about War Machine is a quicker game. It's played on a 3x3 mat, so much tighter, more skirmishy game than say Warhammer. So if you like maybe a little bit shorter games or not so intense, you can pick up War Machine, get into that. Come to buy your kid Labyrinth, and while you're here, it's never too early to get them started on miniature war games. That's how we get them in the store. Keep coming back. You come for K-pop, and you leave with Conquest. Conquest. Another miniature war game that we sell here. What I love about Conquest is these are, it's kind of another skirmish game, but it is giant models. These are all, this is 2 models in here, the Oni Kenshin Kiba. They are 2 kind of Onis riding these amazing stallions, like kind of, I think I knew the name at one point. But a lot of what Conquest is about is like really big monsters. So if you're looking for a game that's more about like, I want to play big monsters that fight each other and clash against each other, Conquest, I think, is going to be right up your alley. This is the Sorcerer's King Mirid Shaitan, the Artisan series. So, I mean, that's a single model in this box. And you put that on the table and frighten all of your friends with how cool that is. So those are other offerings we have as far as miniatures games goes, Conquest, War Machine, but of course, we always have, you guessed it,
by his grace,
Warhammer! What do we got coming out this weekend? Warhammer time is Necromunda. Let me get my drink out of the way. Necromunda, we got the new core set for Necromunda. In this, we've got a bunch of terrain, which is, I think it's really cool to see that GW is putting out a lot of terrain boxes and really kind of focusing in on that. Necromunda is, if people aren't familiar, if my understanding correctly, Necromunda is a specific world, and underneath that world are all of these gangs that rove around and fight each other, and that is what Necromunda is all about. And it is also a skirmish game set in Warhammer 40k, but you are playing all these various gangs, and with the core set of this, you get the core rulebook, which we have right here as well, if you just need the core book separately. But in this one, you get the core book, 2 rules reference sheets, a double-sided light card playmat, which awesome, always great to get a playmat, 16 Necromunda dice, a folding range ruler and templates, starter guide and construction booklet, plastic condition and status marker, a deck of 88 Necromunda gang tactics and campaign cards, Zone Mortalis Factora pipes, which is the terrain, and also includes 16 Citadel miniatures, 8 Escher blades of the Matriarch, and 8 Goliath forge smelters. All of that is for 165. Which terrain is always great to have. Always want to put more and more terrain on the table if you can. So not only do we have the core book there, we have some expansion and some other groups. Who is this? This is the Vansar Underhive crew. So you're basically just playing a bunch of gangs in this skirmish game. So always love a good set of gang activity. And we also have some more, but this is only a small smattering of the Necromunda stuff that's coming out. Gangs of the Outland. Gangs of the Outlands is this basically you use this in conjunction with the core rulebook, but this provides you with all the information required to command and collect your army in the brutal world of intergang warfare. So you'll find profiles and special rules for the following gangs and their unique weapons and war gear, outcast gangs, free Ogren gangs, Gene Stealer cults, Chaos Helot cults, all sorts of stuff you'll find in these books. And so we have the gangs of the Outland, and we also have gangs of the Underhive. So if you are a Necromunda fan or have been thinking about getting into Necromunda, now's the time to do it. You've got everything you need. Let's go! Warhammer time. We got it. All right, back to regular rambling. What is going on? Obviously, this weekend is going to be a packed one. Like we were saying earlier, don't expect to come in and play games on the high tops. Today we have 3 open. Other than that, try something else. Come in and hopefully we'll have low tops. Our low tops tonight are already booked, but really we're not reserving anything. So come in, have dinner maybe, see what's going on, and hopefully we'll have maybe some low tops and some space for you to kind of hang out. Or go play some Magic while you're here, right? Pick up Pokemon, pick up Riftbound, play a card game. Love to have you. What else is going on? I started to pull up the calendar. And, oh, they're near. I know we have Kids Warhammer coming up on the 30th. We also have the Halo tournament that's already gone. Oh, why is that still on there? July, that's all needs to go. Wow, I have a lot of stuff in our ticker about July. That's not helping us. Why did I leave all that in there? Let me see. There we go. Sorry, gonna pull up the calendar for this weekend. Today we have at 5:30. We have a Magic the Gathering draft. Lloydheim D&D. I think that's already somebody's thing. Trying to look for the big stuff. Saturday, we have Digimon, Marvel Champions as always. HeroClix Weekly. The Kids D&D Club on the 16th. If you have a kid that's wanting to get into D&D, we do have a Kids D&D every Sunday that starts at noon. It is kid run. Kids GM, all this thing. It is all of them just having a grand old time. That starts at 12. And then I think, yeah, on the 30th is really the big thing we want to talk about with the kids, youth. Sorry, the 28th. What? Something is amiss. I'm trying to make sure I'm not telling people a lie. I used to have my thing over here where I can just look up at it. Yeah, check it out. Yeah, we'll shoot another video and talk a bit about it. But yes, Youth Warhammer is coming up. We love celebrating and getting the kids in early on this amazing hobby. I think that's it. I can't think of anything else major coming up, at least that I'm aware of. I found out this morning that this was happening behind me. That's why we're here. I drove up and it's like, there's a lot of cars in the parking lot. And I walked inside and there's a lot of people. Oh. That's kind of what I had. War Machine is happening. Yay! All right, we hope that you all have a great rest of your Friday, great weekend. Please stop in the store, say hi. Again, follow us on all of our socials and to be kept abreast of what's happening in the store. We always post extra videos. This is the last month, by the way, of our drink specials. So if you haven't come in and check out any of our drink specials, you want to do it this month before we switch over to fall. This is the end of the summer. We're switching over soon. Okay, gang. We will see y'all later. Have a great one. And peace out.